frequently given to the employee as cash.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And it could be given in shares, but it's much more frequently given in cash. And so as the employee gets the cash payment, then the employee is taxed on the cash.
Thank
Yes.
Hi, thanks. In my naive, inexperienced opinion or thought, I think of companies as giving employees stock as incentives to stay and grow. But one of the things you're saying is actually in 4 of the 6 cases or 3 of the 6 cases you just cited, there'll actually be a price to it. If the employee might actually have to buy it when the company's small and young at $2 a share, even though they might raise up to $15 a share in a couple of years. So there's employees will often be given the opportunity to buy stock or get some equity, but they'll have to pay something for it. It won't be free.
Yeah, it depends on how the company wants to set up its equity with stock options. And stock options, are in some respects have been historically the backbone of equity compensation to go to employees. And a lot of publicly traded companies, the investors really want to see the employees put the money up for that stock. And I realize that it's a slightly different market for a startup company. But a lot of companies still want the employees to put some money in because that shows that they really are interested and they really do want to stay. But it's not required. It's interesting because I've been practicing law since the mid-1980s. And when I started in the mid-1980s, options were everything, with some stock appreciation rights thrown in. What we've been seeing in the last 10 years, particularly when the economic climate went through some bumpy times in 2009 or whatever, is that companies are giving an assortment. They're giving some stock options, so the employee pays in some, but they're also giving some straight awards, restricted stock units, restricted stock, where the employee, as long as the employee stays there, or if the performance goals are met, the employee will get the compensation. So we're seeing much more of a combination of awards now instead of just doing stock options, which had been so typical in the past. And then obviously employees would prefer to have the ones that they don't actually have to put the cash up for. So employees like to get that. But we're seeing combinations now. We're not just seeing stock options the way that stock options were so much the norm for such a long period of time.
I don't know if you just answered the question or not. Which of these 7 equity types we should stay away from if our plan is to get venture capital or angel capital? Which ones of these 7 does that entity say, I ain't touching this company because it has this?
No, I don't think that there are any that the venture capitalists or the angel investors will definitely stay away from. They partially look to see how much has been given out and what's the dilution. And when the angels and the venture capitalists come in, they frequently will come in and also do some tweaking with the corporate structure, as far as it's typical